Welcome to English Podcast, where love meets language. Love is a universal language, but expressing it can be a complex art form. Have you ever felt lost for words when trying to express your deepest emotions? Talking about love in English can be hard, especially if English isn't your first language. This podcast will help you share your feelings better. We'll talk about how to connect deeper and make your relationship stronger. If you're in a new relationship or want to make your current one better, this episode is for you. We'll give you tips to share your feelings clearly and truly. You'll learn how to understand and use your feelings in English to make your relationships last. Let's start a journey to learn how to be open. Listen well and use body language. We'll celebrate how love and connection shine in English. This podcast talks about how to share feelings in relationships and love. It's hard to say what you feel, especially in English, but this episode will help you share your feelings without fear. You'll learn how to connect with people from different cultures. You'll also get better at using English to share your feelings. This will help you make deeper connections and have better relationships. The podcast talks about listening well, showing feelings without words, and understanding others. Like said, Dr. Emily Jacobs, relationship therapist. Expressing your feelings in a relationship is not just a choice, but a necessity. It's the foundation upon which trust, understanding, and true connection are built. If you want to make your relationship better or start a new one, listen to this podcast. It will help you share your feelings in English. Start this journey to have more real and happy relationships. Feeling safe to share our deepest feelings is key to a good relationship. When we share our thoughts and feelings, we get closer and trust each other more. It's important to share both happy and sad feelings to talk openly and honestly. Sharing our feelings helps us understand each other better. This makes solving problems easier and helps us support each other when things get tough. This makes our bond stronger and helps our relationship grow. When we share our feelings, we get closer to our partners. We learn to see things from each other's point of view. This makes our relationship more rewarding, where we all feel important and heard. So, sharing our feelings is very important in relationships. By being open and vulnerable, we build trust and empathy. This helps us face life's ups and downs together, stronger and closer. Many people find it hard to share their feelings. They worry about being open and might get rejected, but it's key to share feelings to grow closer to others and to grow as a person. To feel safe sharing your feelings, build your confidence. And when you know your worth, you won't worry so much about what others think. Tell yourself good things about yourself to feel strong. Sharing your feelings doesn't mean you're weak. It shows you're brave and strong. Being open is a sign of being smart and growing. Start small to get over your fear. Talk to people you trust first. Then you can open up more to others. It's hard, but sharing your feelings leads to real connections and finding yourself. Relationships get complex when partners come from different cultures. Emotional expression is shaped by cultural norms. It's important to talk openly, understand each other, and be ready to change how you talk. Every culture has its own way of showing and understanding feelings. What's okay in one culture might not be in another. It's key to respect these differences for a happy relationship. The key is to approach cultural differences with curiosity and empathy rather than judgment. Seek to understand your partner's emotional expression style and find ways to bridge the gap between your perspectives. Talking well is key when you have cultural differences. Pay attention to how your partner likes to talk and show feelings. You might need to change how you talk to connect better by valuing your differences and trying to get each other. You can build a strong bond this way. You can be happy together no matter your culture. It is important to share your feelings well. Learning more words and phrases about feelings makes you better at it. This helps you connect more deeply with others. Learning emotional words is more than just knowing new words. You need to know the small differences in meaning and how to use them in different places. For example, angry, furious, and enraged all mean being upset, but they show different levels of anger. To get better at emotional words, try reading books that talk about feelings, listen to podcasts or audio lessons on emotions, also write things that show how you feel. Seeing how other cultures talk about feelings can help you too. Working on your emotional vocabulary makes you better at talking and understanding others. It helps you know yourself and the world better as you learn more about English and feelings. You'll connect with people more deeply. Talking well in relationships means more than just sharing your feelings. It's also about really listening to your partner. This skill makes you understand and connect better with your loved one. Listening well means you focus on the speaker. You stop judging and try to get what they're saying. You might say back what you heard in your own words to make sure you get it right. Asking questions to clarify what they mean is also key. It shows you care and want to understand them. Listening well builds trust and connection. When you show you care and listen, both people feel heard. This helps make your relationship stronger and more meaningful. Feeling and showing feelings isn't just about talking. Things like body language and facial expressions are key too. They help share feelings in a big way. Body language and facial expressions tell us a lot about someone's feelings. A smile, a touch, or a frown can say a lot. These signs help us understand how others feel. Learning about nonverbal communication helps you share your feelings better. Keeping eye contact, standing tall, and moving naturally make your feelings clear. Body language builds trust and connects you with others. In love, emotional expression through nonverbal ways is very strong. A hug, a look, or a touch says a lot. Adding these nonverbal parts to your talk makes your feelings clearer and your bond stronger. Sharing love and affection is a special part of many relationships in English. There are many ways to show these feelings. Each way has its special meaning. Mastering how to express emotions can make your relationship closer and more intimate. One strong way to show love is by saying it out loud. Saying, I love you, mean the world to me, or my heart is yours can deeply touch someone. Adding a hug or a soft touch can make it even more special. There are also creative ways to show love in English. Writing love letters, making poems, or sending in I'm thinking of you text can show you care. Adding personal stories or jokes makes it more special. To show love and affection in English, be real and thoughtful. Use your own stories and feelings to connect with your partner. This makes your bond stronger and more meaningful. Relationships have ups and downs. Conflict and disagreements will happen. But how we handle them matters a lot. Using good communication can help us solve problems and get closer. Using I statements is a great way to talk things out. Say how you feel or what you need with I statements. This helps avoid blame and makes talking easier and more honest. Listening well is key to solving conflicts. It means hearing what the other person says. This helps find out what's going on and what you both want. When you disagree, focus on solving the problem, not who's right. Work together to find a way that works for both. Be open to different ideas and willing to give in. Learning these ways to talk can make dealing with conflicts easier. It can make your relationship stronger and more close. Empathy allows us to understand and feel what others are feeling. It is the key to strong and meaningful relationships. When we show empathy, we show that we want to connect deeply and understand each other. Relationships with our partners, family, or friends also depend on empathy. By seeing things from their point of view, we can show empathy. This helps us validate and support their feelings, even when we disagree with them. Getting better at empathy takes time, but it's worth it. When we listen and understand our partner's feelings, we build trust. This makes our bond stronger and safer. Empathy is very important in relationships. It helps us connect better with others and understand ourselves and the world. Empathy guides us towards better and more loving relationships. Keeping emotional closeness in a relationship is both rewarding and hard, especially as life changes. To keep the bond strong, talking often and saying thanks can help a lot by finding new ways to connect and share feelings. You keep your relationship close and caring. One important thing is to talk openly and honestly make time for deep talks where you share your thoughts and feelings freely. Listen to your partner and try to see things from their point of view. This helps make your relationship stronger. Also, saying thanks to your partner can make you feel closer. Noticing and thanking them for the small things they do shows they matter to you. This makes them feel loved and valued, which helps keep your bond strong. Trying new things together can bring you closer together. It could be a new hobby, a trip to a new place, or just interesting conversations. These activities can make you both feel excited and create new memories together. Maintaining emotional closeness in a long term relationship takes effort, but it's worth it. By talking often, saying thank you, and finding new ways to connect, you can keep your relationship strong and happy. Learning to express emotions in English can change your life. For those who like reading, Try the Language of Emotions by Carla McLaren is a great book to start with. It talks about how emotions are linked to language and culture. It also gives tips on building a better emotional vocabulary. Getting better at expressing emotions in English can make your relationship stronger. With reading or listening, you'll learn to speak your mind more clearly and deeply. Finally, we've learned a lot in this podcast episode. We see how important it is to share feelings in relationships. We also learned how to do it well in English. By talking openly, using strong words for feelings, and understanding others, you can make your relationships better. This helps you connect more deeply with people. Dealing with cultural differences, being brave with your feelings, or keeping feelings close over time can be hard, but the tips and help we talked about can make it easier. They help you connect with your loved ones more deeply. Keep working on sharing your feelings in English. Be kind to yourself, celebrate your wins, and ask for help when you need it. Being open, listening, and feeling all emotions can lead to better relationships. Take this challenge and enjoy deeper understanding, empathy, and love. Remember, expressing your feelings is a journey, not a destination. It's about finding your voice, building trust, and deepening your connections. We hope this episode has given you some tools and inspiration to communicate your heart more openly and authentically. Whether it's a simple "I appreciate you" or a heartfelt declaration of love, every word matters. So go forth, embrace vulnerability, and let your words create beautiful connections. And don't forget to tune in next time for more insights into the wonderful world of love and language. Until then, happy communicating.